Okie dokie, folks. I wanted to do something that I used to do years ago, but it was before I had the luxury of doing videoing. And I'm going to do it again. It has to do with archery, the art and science of bowmanship. I'm holding in my hand one of my latest creations, a replica of an English longbow, 72 inches long, just a little bit hair, just about right my height, about close to 6 feet, and how to properly string one and make it ready for shooting. And here's one of the strings that I made, which is a 70-pound test cord, which I found to be very good. I don't care. I mean, I have made strings myself doing the Flemish twist, but I do the emulation of the Flemish twist. You can see how it is done, wrap around several times of hemp. After taking the cord itself and twisting it, you can see how it's done, and then hemping it right here, and I drop super glue on both ends to ensure of no slippage. What you do is you take the top, or the top limb, the top portion that aims toward the air, and I put this heart here on there, part of the design, to show that's where I need to shoot my bow, begin shooting. It needs to be upright this way. And then I take the top end of the string, and never mind my sweet grandfather clock, it's just giving us an indication that it's almost going to strike another hour. Love the sound of it. Then of course I take my grip right here, the middle, and this is when I can take the other end and make it go into the bottom notch of the bow, as you can see. I've allowed about, the rule of thumb is about 3 to 3.5 inch clearance from the top notch to here, but it always goes on first before you put the other in. Then of course I take my stringer and I make these. They're leather that you just twist together and tie off one end, and do the same thing on the other end. As you can see what I'm doing here. Yes, make sure it's fully covered so the string cannot slip out of the notch. Now, I don't have anybody with me to show what I do with my foot, but I'll tell you what I'm going to be doing. You see the cable to the stringer, okay? That black one right there. This is the actual bowstring. In order to string it, what I do is I'll put my foot down about midways, right directly up below the bow grip, where I got, like I'm going to shoot, okay? And then I'll put it down like so, and drop it, get my balance, and put my foot on the cable of the stringer. And then I'll start lifting up. Let me move over here so you can probably see the bow begin to string. Hopefully I can do this without making a mistake. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do. You have to be very careful when you do this. And then, as you can see, I'm moving the string all the way until it finally makes it to the notches and fits in like it should. Make sure it's fully in there. And it's fully in there. See what I got? Now you have a strong bow. And of course you want to make sure you look at it, inspect it very carefully. that the loops of your string are in there. You don't want them slipping out before you draw it. That is pull. And this, we're looking at a bow that is estimated at around, in American measurement, I'm not sure what the kilos would be in measurement. Somebody in Europe will do it, but for us over here on this side of the Atlantic, I measured out about a 45 to 50 pound draw when I pull it back. And of course, you can test it this way and to make sure, see, it comes to the nose like that, which is about 28 to 30 inch draw. See what I'm doing? Now, before I close this lecture, this presentation, bear in mind two things. Number one, never, it's like firing a gun. You never want to dry fire a gun without ammunition in it. It can damage the firing pin and the mechanism. Same thing applies to a bow. Never, ever, under any circumstance, when you draw it back, never let it go without an arrow in it. In other words, do not dry fire it, because it can strain the fibers on this beautiful wood. In this case, this is solid oak with some lamitation that I did to it. So, and then finally, yes, number three, do not, I'll repeat, do not under any circumstance leave your bow strung after use. So what to do? What to do? You do the very reverse of what you started with. You strung it to shoot it. When you're through, same thing. See it? The foot, where the foot goes on top of this. This represents my foot. That's the string. So I put it right here where I can have access to the notch and the string. I place my foot on it and I pull back, releasing the string. See? It is back relaxed. Why do I do that? Why does any serious, experienced archer do that with a traditional longbow or recurve bow? Because if you leave it strung over a period of time without using it, it can damage the pull, the draw weight, and can take away from its power and its accuracy. I see a bow is strong, is mighty and tough, rugged, but it also has a flimsy, delicate, fragile side to it. You can, if you're not careful, you can damage a very beautiful long or recurve bow. I say this very close to Christmas. Anyone who is watching this who might be getting a bow for Christmas, try to keep this in mind. Have a good day.